Hello, it's me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. And I thought, what is Trump up to? We need to see what the presidency is up to, what the government is up to. And today we're diving into astrology, September 2025. We're going to connect it to the Inauguration Chart, which is representing the current presidency. Okay. This month is loaded. We've got Saturn in the North Node. We got powerful energy with Pluto hitting the sun. It's already sitting close to the sun in the chart, but now we have more energy, and we have the eclipse that we need to discuss and see how that's going to affect this presidency. If we're not feeling it already, I'm pretty sure we are. I'll give you the breakdown if you want the uncut, the kitchen talk version. I love you. Oh gosh, it's been a long day. I'm just going to try to be very clear and efficient with my communication, and I'm trying to give you the real tea of what's going on here. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, some key transits here that I see with the inauguration chart. Saturn is retrograding at 29 degrees. It's going to conjunct the North Node in 11th house. The 11th house represents alliances and Congress and the collective will. Saturn in the North Node, anaretic degree. 29 degree is a lot of accountability and closure towards the future. So the presidency faces a lot of heavy judgment from his allies, from the Congress, a lot of political groups, any type of organization or group he's a part of. There is some issues there, and it is Saturn represents burdens, challenges, limitations, also negativity, pessimism. So decisions made this month may lock the administration legacy, and I think that he won't have a lot of support. I think that there's, if it hasn't happened already, there's a lot of negativity towards him and the presidency, the government as a whole. Okay, so we'll see. It's going to be tested. There's some loyalty that will be strained. The North Node in Pisces is conjunct at Venus and Saturn. In Pisces, again in that 11th house, Venus is like your support system. Okay, it's also being diplomatic. It's the public's favor. And Saturn is the responsibility and the restrictions. And also, too, this is very important to this presidency because it is a Taurus rising. So whatever Venus is doing is very important. And that North Node is some future choices happening here and some partnerships and some agreements. And there could be some fracturing, some alliances here, some karmic reckoning in the relationships and allies. That could be a hard limit, a hard negative energy. Saturn, again, is negative, is doomsday, is pessimistic. It's making a lot of restrictions here. Now, if we're dealing with Pisces energy, this is with corruption. This is conspiracy theories. This could be the FBI, the CIA, all that, or even to Jeffrey Epstein, like him being involved with that. Venus is going to be that element of it in Pisces. So all this, and Venus is in the 12th house. So all this is going to be affecting him, the presidency. So the North Node in Pisces is going to quincunx the natal moon in Libra. So this basically is, the moon represents the public, the people, and people's public opinion, our emotions. And that 6th house is daily functioning service and labor, work. Okay. And now it's going to quincunx our future, our destiny. So disconnection between the administration and the public's mood. Criticism about how our day-to-day issues, such as our jobs, our healthcare, our workers' rights, are handled. Hard adjustment, and it's not easy solutions. We are going to have an issue here. And you're talking about stuff that we're supposed to have for our future. You're talking about compassion and charity for others, and it doesn't look great. It's going to cause attention and feel uncomfortable. Pluto's retrograding in Aquarius is in that 10th house, and it's sitting on top of the sun. And because it's retrograding and the sun represents the leader, the ego, it represents Trump. It also represents shining a light on things. So we do see a lot of light on power struggles, obsessed with power. A lot of things that are very taboo, that's very hidden, is coming out to the light. It's being exposed. There's a huge transformation happening for this whole presidency. So direct hit for the president's power, his image, his authority. Again, power grabs, attempts to strip or control the presidency, or even freedom of speech, again, is a huge issue, and it will be an issue for the 4 years that he is president. Okay, as a crisis in leadership as well. Mars in Libra in the sky is conjunct the natal moon in Libra, Now, this one is coming and going. This one's not as permanent as the Pluto and the North Node for a year. This one is happening currently, and it will soon change, right? But because Mars moves faster than the North Node, it moves faster than Pluto. And Mars is, you're talking about war, conflict, action, and aggression. Again, the moon represents the people. So there could be a lot of aggression for the people. There could be, I just think that people are talking about war in regards to who are our alliances. So there is issues there, and that will continue to be issues as long as Mars is in Libra. There is disharmony, there is conflict far as a harmony for the people. They do not feel like there is a balance. Harmony is the only word I can think of, okay? Jupiter in Cancer in the sky is squaring our the natal moon, and now the emotions are higher than ever. Jupiter exaggerates whatever it touches, and that square is tension and conflict. So public outrage, it can magnify in the month of September. Media coverage. Jupiter does represent the media. It represents our relationships with the world because it deals with other cultures. So there's some issues there. Again, legal and judicial developments that could be heightened. Big issues with home and safety and security in America, because America is a Cancer sign as well. Okay, the total lunar eclipse in Pisces is conjunct the natal chart of this inauguration of Venus and Saturn in that 11th house. The eclipse represents faded endings and beginnings. The 11th house, again, public political groups, allies, the people's voice. So major break in alliances or loss in support from the Congress or the party, the base of the party, like Republicans, could mark people resigning. This could also represent someone dying in Congress as well. Something could be ending for sure because it's representing Pisces. So let's see something in the government that could be ending. Now, the partial solar eclipse at 29 degrees in Virgo is going to conjunct the South Node in Virgo in that 5th house. The 5th house is risk-taking. It represents leadership, also to creativity. There could be something dealing with legacy and children. So that South Node is something from the past coming up. And now there is something from the past, something that we're comfortable with, and there's a change in that. It could be a critical blow to the presidency's authority and legacy. Maybe something he's doing is going to backfire. I mean, that's not a shocker. But the 11th house in that North Node shows collective pushback against the president's direction. It's not working well. Whatever it is he's trying to pursue for our future is not working well with this eclipse. 29 degrees means ending. Virgo represents something with health. He could have some health issues. Trump, that could be coming up, and maybe it's a secret. We don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't even been following Trump and all that stuff, but the Virgo represents health, and you have that leadership style, and so there could be something dealing with his health coming up, and it's something that maybe that's from his past and is coming up to the future. That could be a possibility. Neptune retrograding and is going to enter Aries, and is going to enter in the 12th house this month. The 12th house is secrets and hidden enemies and institutions, and Neptune is going to cause some more confusion with secrets, some more disillusionment, and a lot of cover-ups. Get ready for that. It's going to get worse. And you're talking about Aries, so this is talking about war. So corruptions in secret with war, that's going to be coming up. Secrets may leak, scandals may emerge, or attempts to hide the truth. Potential health issues, too, is under this 12th house energy, too. So let's be aware of that. A lot of people feeling insecure in regards to war, too. Uranus is retrograding in Gemini in the 2nd house. This is finances, and this is resources. This is the economy, and Uranus retrograding means some instability and some disruptions and repeating of the economy and the problems. And like, let's look at this in a different way. I do think you're talking about the stocks. They're going to be fluctuating. It's not going to be good. Sudden issues with budgets, debt, or expected losses could be, public won't trust it. Okay. So overall, we have crisis with authority with that Pluto and the Sun. We have the breaking of alliances with the eclipse in Pisces and Virgo. I think that he could be having some health issues too. There's public backlash because you're dealing with the moon. It's hitting Jupiter. It's squaring. It could be expansive and big. A lot of rising anger with this too. Economy, and also something dealing with home and even America as a whole. Economic issues with that Uranus, Neptune retrograding in Aries, and a lot of secrets and secrets of war coming back. Okay. So that is what we have overall. Let me pull some cards What do we have for Trump? We have the Two of Wands here for Trump. And the Two of Wands represents that there's some first steps. He's choosing a plan here. Let's see what happens in September. For as him, it's like, should I stay? Should I go? He's trying to figure that out and he's researching. Let's see how this plays out in October. But in September, he's researching. For as America, we have the Three of Swords. This is heartbreak here. This is something from the past is coming to the future, and also some trauma, some grief, some hurt, some loss, some depression, broken energy. Okay. This is the thought, though. This is Swords represents communication, and I feel like there's going to be some tweets coming up that we are not going to like in regards to everything that Trump is doing for us, the presidency. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. All I'm doing is reading the astrology and reading the tarot. That's all I'm doing. Okay. So yes, I'm an American. I'm here for it, but I just want you to understand that's what I'm doing. So if you love this breakdown, you want to go further. In my paywall, I do kitchen talk on all things politics. I love talking about politics. I don't know much about it, but I love to do predictions, and I get a little bit more real. I can say things that are very more honest, behind the secret paywall. So if you want more and you want to talk more about politics, you can even ask me questions and I can look it up. We can go back to back. I'm not afraid to fight it out in the comments here, but go ahead. And it's a little bit more raw and upfront as to political issues. I also break down a lot of charts. I've did Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, and more. So go ahead and check out my paywall. And yeah, I also too, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye bye.